All right. You hear that chord? Well, we sitting in the studio and about to make a podcast. Well, we do it with the friends. Do it totally cashed. And I think I start to love you till the end. We just gotta keep on moving and eat that prime rib. I had no other thing to rhyme with that.
It works.
Did it?
Yeah, good job.
Prime rib, French dip, and prime rib. If ruffles have ridges, then we got a podcast, and everything's gonna be the shit.
I don't play music.
I'm doing
Stop.
it with my friends.
Oh my
Hey,
God.
you didn't like that?
Why was there a section on prime rib in your fucking song?
I didn't. I have nothing else to run. Hold on. I'm coming back. Fuck. All right, hold on. I'm sweating now, so I'm gonna wipe my face off camera before I go back on.
You're gonna wipe your face? That's good. That's good. Dude, they're definitely seeing your pale ass. But
No,
your
I looked at the shot. It goes into like right here.
Your stomach is red.
Yeah, it is.
It looks like you were attacked.
I haven't seen you in a while, man. How are you?
Good. I'm good.
Oh, you need a microphone?
Yeah.
You can use the guitar mic.
Oh, you have a. I'm allowed to use the guitar mic.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Thank
I
you.
didn't really factor you being here in. I didn't,
You
really
asked
I didn't
me to-
factor it all in.
You asked me to come.
I know, and I just wasn't. I don't know.
So
It didn't all.
just to clarify,
Yeah.
you were surprised I showed up.
I was surprised you showed up. I was surprised you're in the chair, so I gave you a handshake right now. I forgot you were there.
Yeah. You were surprised I showed up, but you decorated your apartment, or this is how it looks all the time?
This is not my apartment. This is the studio that I rented for the podcast.
You told me we were gonna rent a studio, but you rolled out of bed when I got here.
This is our new studio.
It's our new studio.
All the money from Babeland went into paying for this spot.
Yeah, we're in Maui right now.
Yeah, this is not my apartment in Chicago.
Yeah, it's not raining.
But we wanted
outside.
to make it feel right, and so we put green screen up. This whole thing is a green screen where Erik is, and kind of like Conan O'Brien will put New York or this and that. We just put like a typical Chicago apartment because we wanted to feel like, like we never left.
You want it to feel like home.
Yeah, I feel like we never sold out and left.
All of this is a green screen. I'm not really this fat. It's just all CGI.
You look great.
Yeah, do I?
Yeah.
Do I look great? Yeah, good. I have another
Yeah,
question.
I look great. You look great.
I have another question.
Okay.
So you're saying you didn't decorate just for me,
No. This is our new studio.
but there's an alligator just sitting here. There's a palm tree back there, and what I
I was gonna blow it up. It's got a few holes in it.
oh it's good yeah. So Steve Irwin.
A
came
lot
in.
of this is from the Babeland show. So if you went to the Babeland show, and you're saying, well, a lot of this means two pieces of decoration. So we got this. The guitar was at the show too, though.
What? Why is Dan Marino on a pedestal? Also, why is Dan Marino here?
Dude, have you noticed that in our videos we usually put him as like on a pedestal in a centerfold? She's my spirit animal.
Dan Marino.
Dan Marino, laces up, buddy.
Yeah, no, he screwed that up.
Well, he was a Florida man.
Yeah, are you trying to be Florida trash? You know what I'm realizing?
I wasn't trying to get into that. Like I didn't.
No.
Yes, I've been trying. Yes, I've been trying.
You're trying to
I saw
improve.
all these articles about Florida man, and I'm thinking like, I really would like the attention. I just want to be on a headline, maybe make it to front page Reddit, hot, popular.
You want to?
I don't subscribe to any subs. I just use the front page.
Just the front page.
I
That's it.
literally do.
Yeah.
But I want to make it there. So when I pull up the front page, it's there.
You're talking about those crazy Florida Man articles?
Yeah, the meth ones.
Do you realize that the plot of the first Ace Ventura movie is a Florida Man article?
Explain it to me.
A
Like,
kicker.
hold on, but before we go into this.
Okay.
So we were thinking, oh shit, there's a microphone. We were thinking about doing a podcast. We had nothing. We're like, what are we going to talk about? We couldn't think of anything. Okay. And we thought more and more about this, right?
Yeah.
And we thought maybe we'll just talk about Ace Ventura for years though. Like Ace Ventura for years.
I'd like to do just all we do are Jim Carrey movies. But
that's less niche.
Well, yeah, but we'll do seasons, and each season's a different Jim Carrey movie. You know what I mean? So we'll have like 8 hours.
I like that.
We'll have 8 hours on, the number 23.
Yeah. No, I didn't think about how hard it would be to do it for years just on Ace Ventura.
Yeah.
There is 2 or 3 of them.
I mean, there's 2.
Well,
There's 3 if you count the one
it's
where
like
he's
Home
a
Alone.
kid.
There's got to be a third one where it's like
A different actor?
Yes.
That's the worst.
those
Home
are
Alone.
always the best ones. Scarlett Johansson was in Home Alone 3.
What?
She was.
Scarlett Johansson was in Home Alone 3.
Dude.
Is that real?
Does she have a short name like J-Lo? Does she have like a Scarlo?
Yeah, ScarJo.
ScarJo.
Yeah.
Okay.
Scarlo.
ScarJo.
You rhymed. It was
Is there
close.
no Lo in her name? Scarlett Joe. Oh, Joe.
Oh,
Scarlo. Joe.
no, stop.
All right, so moving on. Dude, so this is our new studio. We got a green screen effect to recreate kind of like the Conan O'Brien New York vibe. Jimmy Fallon. We're gonna do a lot of laughing on this podcast, just like Jimmy Fallon. We talked about that.
Yeah,
We're
fake
gonna
laughter.
Do a lot of it, and
Yeah, we are, buddy.
dude, you always get me. We're also gonna get into some fake crying.
Oh, where are we?
I'll probably really cry. Having you on the podcast, I guarantee you, I'll like actually be crying by the end of this.
Why would you cry?
Well, honestly, everyone, this isn't our first podcast. We started one before this one, and Erik was just roasting me so heavily off the bat. I got a little upset, and we had to restart.
None of that happened. So, to clarify, I'm your sometimes guest, sometimes apparently host. You get an actual co-host. I'm sorry, right? You get an actual mic, and I get this.
I want to look
bullshit?
cool. I want to look like Joe Rogan.
Oh, okay. You
And-
couldn't afford 2 mics?
Also, like your hand being in front of your chest kind of blocks all what's going on right there right now.
And your hat hides your balding line. What the fuck are we doing here?
I know, but I'm washerboard.
By the way, I want to point this out. For those of you watching at home, he didn't say anything when he was saying the name of the podcast because he hasn't been able to think of anything. And I want you to know that. I want his fake Hollywood bullshit to not get through. So I want everyone to know.
We're gonna voice over it.
Yeah, apparently we're gonna voice over it. We can edit around this.
Yeah, but
You know,
I
around this?
podcast. Are we supposed to look into the camera? Are we supposed to?
Oh, we're talking to each other. I want the people at home to know I'm talking
so you
to
just
them
did like a little
about
call
what
out?
a piece of shit you are.
Okay.
That's important to me.
Okay.
They need to know you're not
they're
just
part of the
named
podcast,
trash.
too.
You're actually trash. That's right. If any of you want to come on, random people off the street, call Trash at his home number. We also accept. We don't have a PO box, so just throw a brick in through the window. We'll get it.
We're putting our address and phone numbers in the description below.
Yeah, and you told me we're gonna have like a warehouse or some shit. This is just where you live, man. This is the couch.
No, I bought this. This is our studio.
No, I've been here before. This is not a studio.
This is our studio.
This is where you live.
No, we remote location, nice studio, new podcast, good name for the podcast.
Yeah, great name for the podcast.
This is fun, man. Our first
By the way, I'm curious. Is it called Dan Marino's podcast? I've been meaning to ask you
Hey,
about
we should.
this. Before I came, you hung this fucking thing of Dan Marino, and then you put an alligator here.
Dude, he's
and there's
just
a
my
palm
spirit
tree
animal.
back there. Are you trying to be Florida trash? Is this your your Tallahassee garbage?
Oh my
What are you
god.
doing?
I'm the next Florida man, dude.
Are you talking? Are you going gator hunting? You gonna talk like you need
No,
a
this is
gator
my first
didn't
and last
want- like, what
podcast before
kind
I
of-
moved to Florida.
Oh, you're gonna move to Florida? You're gonna sell meth? You look like a meth dealer. I got molested at Disneyland. Nothing fun happens in Florida.
Let's move on from that.
No, we're not. The guy was dressed as Goofy. And now every time I
that's
watch an
terrible.
extremely goofy movie, I cry when he dances.
Oh,
You know that
God.
disco dance scene with the
Did he
girl?
use the goofy dick
Is
or
anyone
his
else
dick?
following where I'm going with this extremely goofy movie? You guys know the scene.
Eric, can I ask you, did he use
Did
the
he
goofy
yuck
dick?
when he came? Yeah, he yeah, right when he. It was rough. It was a bad time for me.
Oh man.
And that was not the first time I was molested.
That's pretty goofy though.
No, the first time was your mom. She's my biggest fan. I
No,
occasionally
I'm pretty
do-
sure she's the next one to molest you.
I occasionally do stand up, and I think she's my biggest fan, but your mom's not your biggest fan. Like,
That's true.
How does that
But you
work?
know who is my biggest fan? Monster Energy drink.
What are you doing?
I'm trying to get sponsors, dude.
Okay.
So
You didn't bring another
you want
monster? Yeah.
okay. There you go. I have another one.
You want me to like
I didn't know if you were
like
parked or
try
not.
to sell Monster? Is that what we're doing?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. Wait. I got you.
All right. Yeah. Do a little plug.
Let me open
Since you
it up.
can't stop talking, do a little plug.
Well, I'm better at talking than you. I got a better voice.
It's true, but I look
I do
better. I look
stand up,
pretty.
and you barely play an instrument.
Oh, there's the cool guy with the long hair on the stage who looks cool.
Do you think that long?
That's
hair
what
makes you
everyone
look
was
good?
thinking when I was on the stage. I don't. Everyone including her, was probably thinking that.
I think they were
There's the
wondering
cool guy on the stage.
why Post Malone's cousin Past Malone was
He do rock and
playing
roll now?
rock and roll music poorly in front of 9 people in a bar.
Oh yeah. I really do like Post Malone, so I don't mind the comparison.
No, he's successful. There's the difference.
Okay.
You look like Post Malone if you worked at a post office. You're Post Office Malone. Postal Malone.
Oh god, damn it.
You're dressed in all black like you're a shitty version of Carlin. What are you doing?
I want to be cool.
The only color you have is a felt hat that says trash on it.
I don't know. I'm trying to be cool, man.
By the way, I have not mentioned your very shitty tattoos that you have many of at all to you yet, and I want to bring it up in front
I
of
only
people.
have a couple tats. This is a birthmark, and then there's a few tattoos.
Yeah, the one that says "World's Greatest Rock Star" is a birthmark.
It's a birthmark.
Is that what you're trying to sell?
I'm not selling anything, dude. That's on my arm. It was a birthmark. I'm not selling it to anyone. It's on my arm. It was a birthmark.
It was a birthmark.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, sure, whatever. Is your bald spot a birthmark?
No, that's been progressing.
It's been progressing.
Just like my forehead's been growing.
Your forehead's growing. It's your hair's falling. You're gonna have LeBron
bummer,
James
man.
hairline. It's running to the
All
back.
right,
of your
you've
head.
lost twice as much hair as me already.
That's because I shave it.
You shave random spots on the top of your head?
Yeah,
You don't.
I'm trying to make you feel better.
That was fucking fast.
I've never met this man before. It's my first time seeing him. I wonder if he's wearing all black to try to look slimming because his body's gross.
That's how long it's been since I've seen you.
I'm just trying to
And
say.
yeah, I am doing the all black thing. I want to look like flat chested.
I'm just trying to say I've seen you shirtless. You have skinny legs and a weird top. You kind of look like an ice cream cone. Like
You
you're
think I got
pouring over
skinny
the side. Yeah, man. You got chicken legs, bud.
Oh, thank you, man. I've
So
I've
thin.
literally always had thigh issues.
It's weird that
I've
you have a
always had
thigh
thigh
gap,
issues.
but your upper body looks like an inflatable tube.
Oh God! So now we're already doing this roasting thing. Well, that's perfect. I want to touch a little bit on how we got the money for the studio, and I just want to thank all our fans for like everyone who bought the album, came out to all the shows, and our recent world tour in Oshkosh, Wisconsin.
All 9 of you. Thanks.
9 million, because now we got this space in California, and we got a green screen.
I thought
We
it was
got-
Maui.
Yeah, in Maui, California.
Oh, okay.
Dude, you know it's how they have like a Malibu, California.
Yeah.
They always take islands and they make them towns in California. So we're in Maui, California. We've got our green screen. Dan Marino's here looking over us, and everything's great. And like, I don't know, we kind of got ahead of ourselves for a little bit. We kind of fell off because we made a lot of money. We made a few connections, and we got out here. How's everything been for you since we got the LA high rise?
Well, you made me sleep in a bunk bed for some reason.
Yeah.
I have a lot of questions. No one else is in the room, but you made me sleep in a bunk bed.
In case I want to come and sleep underneath you.
You made me take the bottom bunk. Do you mean you're going to sleep under the bed?
I'm going to crawl under the bed.
You're like the boogeyman? Yeah. Oh, good. Good to know. I'm glad. I'm
And
really
why
happy
do
for
we
you.
need a top bunk for that?
Why do we have a top? Why did you make me sleep in a bunk bed?
I totally thought that was going to be on the top bunk originally, and then it just made sense that would be underneath the bed.
I guess. There's no
that-
mattress on the top bunk.
I know.
What? Why?
But you can get up there, you can crawl around, you can feel it out, you can...
The rest of you guys got a bedroom, and you make me sleep in a bunk bed in the kitchen. And
You
I
don't
have
like it?
So many
This
questions.
is the first time that you've brought this up. We're on the podcast live in California, and this is the first time you bring it up to me. We've been here for 6 months?
Yeah, 6 months. Exactly 6 months today.
Today.
Yeah, about an hour ago, it was 6 months.
And you bring it up to me on the podcast.
Yeah, well, I want people to know.
All right. No, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
I don't.
You're kind of like me tooing this apartment thing.
Me doing
You're
this.
kind of like putting it out for everyone to hear.
Yeah,
I had no chance to talk to you about this. It's gonna ruin my career.
I hope it does.
They're gonna be like, Trash put the fucking bunk bed in the kitchen for this guy. He crawls out from underneath the bottom bunk.
Yeah.
Every fucking morning.
It's weird. Is that the only time you sleep? Is if you're under me? I have a lot of.
Well, I
questions
sleep under you. I do sometimes eat lasagna on the top bunk.
That's why it's in the kitchen.
I put my feet
Wait,
hanging down. I like to feel like Huckleberry Finn, and I put my feet down and I eat lasagna.
Is that why it's in the kitchen?
Yeah.
You don't want to walk far, but you definitely need me to be in a bunk bed.
Yes.
For you to eat lasagna.
I like to eat elevated lasagna. I like to eat my lasagna at an elevated level,
I have questions now.
higher than sea level from where I usually am.
I have more
Well,
questions.
talk to me. We can talk about these things.
Okay, yeah.
That's why I brought you on here. I wanted to talk about
The
these
most
things.
important one isn't that you're forcing me to sleep in a bunk bed. And if I sleep anywhere else, you stick me with a cattle prod. It's not that.
Are you bringing up more apartment problems here?
No.
Okay.
It's about the lasagna. Do you make it fresh every night, or is it like a Stouffer's microwavable?
No, I make it like on Sunday, and then I eat it for like the next 2 weeks.
You eat lasagna for 2 weeks? Is
Yeah.
that it's your midnight snack? It's a
It
piece of
stays
lasagna?
pretty good for 2 weeks.
Okay, it's just good.
Pretty good.
You don't refrigerate it.
No, I leave it out.
Yeah, you don't want
Dude,
it to
okay,
be
if
cold.
I'm not trying to leave the kitchen to find a seat, like if I put a bunk bed in the kitchen so I could eat on the top of the bunk bed with my lasagna, you think I'm gonna like do other steps like use a refrigerator?
I mean, I was hoping.
And there's never space in the kitchen refrigerator. It's always in the garage refrigerator I have to put
Where
it
do
in.
you store the lasagna?
And if I put it in the, I put it on the counter. You've seen it. But I don't want to put it in the garage because then I have to put your bunk bed in the garage. So it's like at that point you're gonna be outside.
I mean, I'd rather be outside, man.
All right, well we can do that. I'll have refrigerated lasagna, and you'll sleep outside.
I'll sleep outside.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd rather sleep outside because every morning at 5 a.m, you make everyone margaritas, but no one wants any, and the blender's just running.
I mainly like the sound of the blender.
You just turn
It's
it on.
like calming. Have you ever gone in the shower and just like let the water run for a while and like just listen,
If I'm taking a shower,
or a shit, or just chilling,
do you turn the shower on when you shit?
or just chilling? Sometimes I go in there just.
Do you just
chill.
hang out in the bathroom?
Yeah, it's like the same. It's like the same kind of thing I do with this blender thing.
You hang out in the room where the 98 people who live in our apartment take a dump.
Yeah, and I just sit there
And you just sit there.
with the water running though.
just to heat up the dump smell?
Well, it's like it's like a sauna. Well, yeah, it does that, but it's like a sauna.
It's like a sauna.
It's like a free sauna. With all this money we spend in the studio, the high rise, the bunk beds, the blenders. I mean, the blenders honestly were just a totally cash product that no one ever bought. That was the can you
we
blend
have
it.
like 80 blenders if you guys want a blender.
We do. Jake Thompson's the only one who ever took a blender. So we
Did he
do. We
Did
do
you actually
need.
pay for that blender? Or did you just give him a
That
blender?
was a free. I mean, that was a giveaway to advertise that we now have it on the website. No one cared. No one cared. There's a really cool picture actually. Maybe we'll pull it up on the post where he's holding it like the Stanley Cup.
Yeah, put it right here.
We'll put it right here,
Right above the alligator.
and we just can't put it in front of Dan
Right
Marino.
above that alligator.
And because I promised Dan we wouldn't hide his
You
face.
promised, Dan? You and Dan are close like that? You best friends with Dan Marino?
No, but I feel like a connection. Like, okay, are you religious at all?
No.
There's some people that feel like a connection with God, and I had before in my life one point. Not now. I mean, I'm kind of like a more rock and roll type, but
Yeah, I can tell by the all black, buddy.
it's doing more than one thing. Is
Yeah.
it doing more than just making me look thin?
Makes you look rock and roll.
Wait, also, do I look lame when I put my leg up like this? Because I feel like the listeners can't hear my leg up, but the people can see it, and I might not look cool.
No, man, it looks. You should drape it over the side. Yeah, that's the look.
That's the look
That's
that
the
we're
look.
going for?
I wish the camera was right here so you guys could get a nice view. This part of his pants look wet, and I don't know how to ask about it.
Well, then let's not move on.
Yeah, let's move on.
Okay.
Let's not talk about that wet spot.
No, I don't want to. I don't want to at all. Well, now I'm upset.
Wait, is that why you wear black pants? Because no matter the color of the stain, it just looks vaguely wet.
Dude, there's a few reasons. Okay, I wear all black. You're starting to crack everything.
It keeps being.
Let's move on before you crack the fourth
I'm
thing.
like Batman. I'm the world's greatest detective.
And you do it for free.
Yeah, well, so does Batman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, unfortunately, you don't make as much money on your other job like Batman does. So, like when Batman's Bruce Wayne, when you're an EMT, you're basically doing nothing, and you're also really not getting anything. So,
Are you that senator who thinks nurses play with cards for 12 hours a day? We work.
Okay, I want to tell you this. What did they tell me? Extra something. EMT. If you break it down as like an acronym, I was talking to a nurse the other day who, if you break this down, it stands for something like, okay, EMT, let's not worry about the letters of the acronym. It stands for like always sleeping on the job.
Emergency medical technician.
Always sleeping on the job. Now, which one makes more sense?
The one it actually is.
Well, you can.
By the way, for those of you who don't know, I am a paramedic, and I'm going to nursing school as well as doing stand-up. And Trash here is a failing musician who's balding.
But now I'm a podcaster.
No, we're podcasters.
So look at this.
Yeah.
Look at this.
Look at how high-tech our
And
set
I feel
is.
like if I attach myself to you, maybe then I'll become successful.
Because I have a job and I'm also going to college?
Yeah, and I literally don't have a job.
No, you
Literally not going to school.
don't. No.
And if it wasn't for this, well, I mean, we have so much money now.
Oh,
I don't know
yeah.
why you're doing the EMT thing.
It's I love to give back.
You're like Batman.
Yeah, I'm just like Batman. That's what
You
it is.
fucking cheers, buddy. Honestly,
With the microphone?
no, with the monsters.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, we have monsters. I forgot about our sponsor. They're monsters for high 16-year-olds and drunk sorority girls. Monsters.
I kind of held it like a picture. I kind of like,
It physically hurts to drink. That's probably fine, right?
yeah, it's good.
It burns going down.
Dude, everything hurts.
That's true.
All right.
Is that the next
Except
country
for,
song?
No, except for this podcast.
That's our next.
Actually,
That's our next intro.
That's our next intro song.
Everything hurts.
The amount of things that are running through my head, like verse subjects and everything, are just so
Are
inappropriate.
you writing the song now,
Now.
on the? Today's episode of the podcast is not us just bullshitting. We're gonna write a song.
You're going to watch us write a song inside my head.
Yeah, we're trying to figure out what this podcast is gonna be and like a name for it. So I guess our new idea is we're gonna do Jim Carrey movies, and then we're gonna write songs. But he's gonna
Which
do
one
it
are we going to
silently.
do? That's two different podcasts.
Well, I'll talk about Jim Carrey movies, and you quietly write
Just write
songs in the
songs.
background.
That's a really good podcast.
Oh, I'd watch
Actually,
it.
it's way more entertaining than the podcast we're doing right now.
Yeah. Do you have a whiteboard I could talk about Jim Carrey's career on?
Yeah.
Good.
You want me to get it?
Most of it's the Kaufman parts. And how he went crazy.
Most of it's just that one time he played Kaufman.
That one time playing Kaufman made him go insane.
So what, you're just going to analyze that documentary?
Yeah, about how it seems kind of pretentious.
Oh, I liked it.
Oh, did you?
But I think that's, maybe I'm pretentious. I'm starting to realize, like,
Maybe.
I don't know.
You're wearing a velvet hat with your own nickname on it. Maybe you're pretentious.
I want to be cool, man. I kind of want to be like that Joda High Roller. What's his name? Highlander. 30 Rock.
What?
Wore hats. It was cool. He branded himself. I'm trying to brand myself. Black, cool.
Talk about Joda
black
Freelander?
socks. Yeah.
The world
Cool
champion?
hat, cool hair. Cool smut. You know, I'm
Oh
like
my
a cool
god,
guy.
dude, you look like an unsuccessful Joda Freelander.
No, I look like a
Judah
cool.
Freelander.
Like, he looks unsuccessful. If anything, I look like a successful version of him.
Then why is he so much more successful?
He is. Because he's got the look. He's doing the unsuccessful thing. I'm doing the cute suede trash hat. I try to look like a princess sometimes, and I think it's panning off today.
You look like Judah Freelander barely beat HIV.
Is that his real name?
Yeah. I think. I don't know.
Dude, Judah Freelander looks like a trash with HIV.
I don't think you know what they look like.
I just know what his hats look
Should we
like.
be talking about this? People are
No.
going to see this.
Yeah, we can.
Okay.
We can talk about AIDS
Oh, we
and
can talk
HIV.
about AIDS?
We can.
HIV?
That's fine.
Because we cured it?
Did we?
Well, there's like stuff for HIV that makes it really hard for you
Well,
to
man,
get it.
Magic Johnson figured stuff out.
Magic. Yeah, it's money. You just eat sandwiches with $100 bills for bread.
So many things we just discussed are South Park episodes.
Yeah,
the
probably.
last like 3 sentences are just all South Park episodes.
I mean, I watched.
If this is our first podcast, I don't know if I hit record in the video.
Well, then, I mean,
Should I check?
the audio's going, right?
The audio's going. Oh, should I check? Or was that unprofessional?
It's definitely unprofessional.
All right, I'm not going to do that. I had another idea, a new segment.
Okay.
And I was thinking, like, because we need a few segments. We got to fill up some time.
Yeah, about 45 minutes.
And
15 minutes of this is going to be our sponsors.
yes, perfect.
It's Monster. And
we have a few more.
It's Monster and generic Kroger brand antacids.
We love
You
Kroger.
can't even afford like full-on Tums. These are just generic antacids.
Well, I also got Kroger chips. I'm really trying with the Kroger sponsorship.
Oh, these smell like the Halloween candy I got as a kid. I lived in a bad neighborhood.
I think that was the Halloween
We got
candy you got
dimes
as a
and
kid.
Tums.
Dimes. Here you go, kid.
Yeah.
Here's 2
No,
dimes.
I don't know why you thought it was more than 1 dime. Each house would give you a single dime and a Tum. Gonna eat
At least you get 2 things. Usually you get 1 to pick. You need water with Tums.
No, I'm going raw.
All right, while you go raw and eat the Tums, and all the audio listeners, I want them to enjoy this. Just eat the Tums. I felt like this new segment, and I know that we're trying to plug, but if we're moving on for sponsorships for a second, I want to do a segment in which I leave the room, I go take a piss, because that's never been done on a podcast. Usually, like, they stick it out, and I want to do it. I want to do it. I want to be the first.
It's been done on a bunch of podcasts. They just
Has
usually
it?
cut around it.
But what if I didn't cut it? Would that be a sick?
Are they gonna hear you pee?
No.
I'm supposed to entertain
I
strangers.
can bring the microphone in there with me.
Don't.
Okay, yeah. I think that you
never
should
wash
do
your hands.
some material. You can talk about how good I look today, how cool I was at the show, whatever you want to do. The world tour, the high rise, whatever you want to do.
Okay.
I'm
You're gonna go pee.
gonna go pee.
Okay.
You can plug our show at the Troubadour tomorrow.
At the Troubadour?
Yeah.
Is that a place?
Yes.
Do you mean Troubadour?
I don't know how to speak sometimes.
Okay. All right. He's gonna take a piss.
We're gonna
and I'm
do it the
talk
Whiskey
you.
Go Go. We're gonna do some Hollywood.
Whiskey
We're gonna
Go-Go? The Hollywood Bowl.
we were gonna hit fucking Hollywood.
Okay. You would go do that.
Hollywood World Tour. I'm gonna be right
Okay.
back.
All right. He's gonna be right back.
I need to get good at. Oh, hold on. I'm gonna do this again for the videos. Podcasters listening, just sing to yourself for a second. I'm gonna do something cool. Swing the microphone out.
Oh yeah, it looked so good the way you swing that mic.
Did it look
People
cool?
listening. Oh, it looked great.
All right, it's all you. I'm gonna go. I'll be back.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you guys the story of the day I met Trevor, because that's his real name, and he told me to call him Trash, which was the weirdest introduction I've ever had to a person. He's like, "Oh, I'm Trash," and then I was like, "Oh no, we all know that you're Trash." So this dude's just a mess. He's always been a mess. He's worked like 12 jobs in the 3 years that I've known him. It's like I will work a job for a week and then nothing else happens. Really just a garbage person. I guess that's why they call him Trash. Oh my God, it all makes sense now. Yeah, no, we are definitely in Maui. Behind his chair, he has 2 different portraits of himself that were painted. Seems a little arrogant. I think Spinal Tap's the greatest movie of all time, so that's why that poster's up there. And has something for Dan Marino that I just don't understand. He's taking a long piss, so now I'm just talking, and I hate it. Oh, good, he's coming back. And he didn't wash his hands. I did not hear the sink run, so he definitely didn't wash his hands. Don't leave now. Don't go wash. It's too late now. Yeah, they already know you don't wash your hands. Okay, he washed his hands, kids. Remember to wash your hands after you pee.
Well, dude, honestly, I flip my dick out and I put it on top of my boxers, just like kind of hoist it there. I never touch it.
You never touch your dick.
I never do it. I like
You've
use the
never
boxers to
touched
like.
your dick.
Well, I touch it sometimes.
What are those times?
I
For the
touched
peop-
it this
for the-
morning.
For the people at home.
Twice.
What are the times that you... Twice?
Touched it yesterday a few times. But when I go to the bathroom, it's just like a quick boxers, and I'm pissed, and then I have to get the fuck out
You're
of here.
like, I'm peeing. I don't want to touch my penis. That's gross.
Yeah, that's disgusting. I'm not gay. Nothing against gays, but I just.
But if
it's
you're
for me.
not peeing, it's go time.
Oh yeah, I love touching my dick when I'm not peeing.
Oh, do you wear a glove or just go raw? Huh?
Love it raw.
Yeah, raw, dry. Is that how you do it?
I wear a condom though.
You wear a condom?
Yeah, dude, I'm not touching that dick.
I guess it's not weird.
I like the feeling on my hand, but not on my dick. So.
You like the feeling of dicks in your hands. Is the
Yeah,
sentence I
but
just
not
heard.
hands on my. Well, can we just move on? Can we
Okay,
just move
yep,
on?
Let's move on.
All right.
I'm just like slowly laying down on this couch as time's going
I can't
on.
wait till you just slip
Yeah.
off,
By the end of
and
it,
then I can do a few things.
by
on
the end
myself.
of it, I'm gonna put my head on the armrest, and you're gonna ask me about my depression. It's gonna be great.
I didn't want to get into that.
No,
We can touch it for a couple seconds. So before we had the
just
opportunity
like you
to move
touched
out,
your dick for a couple seconds this morning.
dude, it takes me so long, like abnormally long. Okay, we'll get into that in another episode.
I have no desire to get into what you're telling me.
Oh. So we had a few podcast ideas. We were thinking that one of them could just be about how I touch or don't touch my dick, and we'll do this for years. We're going to talk about this for
do this
years
for years.
exclusively.
We're gonna dive into this.
Totally Dicks, the podcast.
Totally dicks.
totally dicks.
Okay.
And then how I feel about them.
How do you feel
And see
about
if it fluctuates over like, like the first 100 episodes. You're like, dude, man, like you seem to love dicks in your hand now and love hands on your dick. Like, dude, I don't know, man. I don't know what happened to me. But I think that would be a cool, like, observational. It'd be a scientific podcast. We could put
scientific?
Yeah, it would be.
Our other podcast idea is we wanted to do a documentary about the time Trevor broke a 5-year dry spell.
Yeah. Okay, are we gonna get into that?
Yeah,
I really want to talk about this.
I know.
I just want everyone to know that, like, I've been like active. I've been like sexually doing things with people.
Hey, moms out there, especially our moms, we're about to talk about our sex lives.
All right,
So,
other moms continue listening. Our moms stop because I would like to do these things.
I want
with
my mom
those
to hear
moms.
this. She needs to know.
I do like your mom, so if she wants to listen,
She wants to listen about how you broke a dry spell.
it was kind of like I did some cool stuff. Well, I guess I didn't do anything with this. We'll get into those things later.
You didn't do
but
anything?
I kind of just sat back. Okay, we didn't bang.
Okay.
She's a lesbian, so she didn't want to bang.
Yeah. Wait, what? No, wait. Go back. Go back.
Oh yeah, the first girl in like 5 years.
Yeah.
Now you're fully laying down.
Oh, it's going to get...
This is a good timing for that.
Do you have a blanket?
Yeah, but I can't keep leaving.
Yeah, that's true.
Actually, we should have a podcast. Okay, we have a lot of podcast ideas. It's gonna be a podcast where I just always keep leaving, and it's basically just Eric's own podcast, and I'll just keep leaving. We're gonna do this for years.
Dude, you've interrupted 6 stories to say another podcast idea.
That's probably the last tag we could do with that.
You'd think.
Yeah, it's not gonna be.
No.
Because actually, this is gonna be a podcast about this time. It's gonna be for like years. Oh, this is so crazy to talk about on air. All right.
Hold
okay.
on, wait. Let me put the microphone down so I can just stare at you.
All right. Yeah, I like the hand and the thing. Okay, so all right, so we got on the couch, and it was me and this. She was a babe.
Is it this goddamn couch?
No. We were at her place. Dude, that would be sick if it was that couch. For like the people watching at home. They'd be like, damn, that's the couch? Because this is a cool story. All right, let me get into it. I do this all the time. Where I'm like waiting to start saying the story, and I just never get to it.
You're doing it right now.
Oh shit. Okay, so I was having relations sexually with a lesbian woman. Bisexual, I guess. But mostly
But full lesbian afterwards.
like she did not want to date me. She was like, well, I won't date you, but I'll let you do things to me or something like this.
Okay.
Cool. Well, this only one time she did something to me, and we got on the couch, and you're distracting me now.
I distract you.
Okay. People at home are like, what's going on? I want to hear the story. I'm going to start skipping ahead. They're going to accidentally skip to the next commercial or the next podcast idea. All right. So we get in the couch. She puts her hand on my throat, and I'm like, shit. Now, I've been told to do that to people before. I've never had it done to me. I fucking was into that. That was like, and it progressed really fast. So, like, there's a hand on my throat. I was like, wow. We're making out. She goes down. She starts kissing. Whatever you call this. Blowjob? Blowge. Starts blowging.
Blowjing.
She puts her head down there and does a little. And she's doing this. She starts with nibbling on my dick. And I'm like, this is not what should be being done. Maybe I should be into this, like the throat thing. But I was like, man, honestly, I think I'm like past like the nibbles. Like the throat. That was like hardcore. I want her to like, I was just thinking like, is she going to bite this dick off? And I can't finish. I'm just thinking. I didn't finish eventually. But I didn't finish. I don't know if that was clear. I never did finish eventually. But I'm doing a bad job of telling the story. But anyways, so I'm getting head, start getting nibbles, couple nibbles, like I'm fishing. And I'm like, dude, I cannot concentrate. The only thing that can make me fucking come right now would be if she took a knife and just cut my chest open, like a huge slice down my chest. And I would fucking bust. That's why I was like, oh, fuck. Like, I just went like way too fast there. Like
Okay.
the neck thing was cool and now I want to get cut.
Hold on. I'm going to sit up for like a multitude of reasons aside from the fact that I probably shouldn't be lying down in the first place. But I have questions.
All right.
So you're telling, yeah, no, I'm moving into the shot. I know what to do. It's not my first time on camera, but so you're telling me First off, you're the worst storyteller I've ever heard.
All right, I'll get better. This is our first one.
Yeah, okay. Also, your mom probably saw that story, and that's important to know.
Wait, can I do a quick, or can I interject or no?
Go ahead.
All right, so real quick, good story right here. Actually, now I'm thinking
He's
about it too
interjecting with a full story.
No, I think it's gonna be worse than it was if I just had said it, but I'm gonna do it now. I'm not already doing this again.
Yeah,
I'm already doing it again.
I know.
All right, either way. So
Our new podcast idea is he interjects with full stories.
So like a month later, we're kind of like breaking up in her car, and I'm like, it's weird because a few weird things happen in the relationship. Like she would always complain about straight white men, and I'm like, well, you're with one, So like kind of it was just like hard. But I understand. I've been against straight white men my whole life, and then I grew up and just stopped caring about things. But either way, so she's like, man, you think it's bad right now? 2 years ago, I used to want to cut men's dicks off. And I was like, but she was biting. Okay. And I think if that happened 2 years before, I think she would have like Van Gogh'd who's the guy? Mike Tyson's my dick off. Ears happened everywhere.
Yeah, it's both ear stories.
But the bite one.
Yeah, the bite one.
I almost had it. That was almost a good joke if I delivered it right and said the right
name. No, you were right the first time. It's Van Gogh. Van Gogh bit off a guy's ear
so
in
you
a
had
boxing
questions for
match.
me?
Yeah, I had a few.
What if I just cut my dick off and sent it to her? Is this what you wanted?
Honestly, you might win her
Is this
back.
what you wanted? I'm done. She's like, no, we broke up months ago.
I don't think you can
Why
say
are you
that
cutting
in
your dick off
2019.
for me? This is what you wanted.
Oh my God.
Why me? Why my dick?
You're like the worst person I've met
Okay. All right. Moving
ever
on.
of all time. Yeah, no, I have a list of questions.
All right. I'll
The
answer
first
them.
and foremost is why did you want to get Mayan level sacrificed? And that was the only way you could finish.
I don't know.
Like,
Dude, it's like-
Kalima, rip your heart out of your chest, and then you would have busted.
Dude, it was just like an urge. It was like I needed a cigarette or like I needed like a
I need a
something.
cigarette. I could use a beer. Kill me.
Yes, not kill. Yes, not kill. But slice my chest open. I want to bleed out. I want to see it running down my
That's
chest.
kill.
I want it to
Bleeding out
hurt.
his chest.
Dude, you know how thick my chest is? I talked about it being flat and I'm wearing the clothes and all this, but we can say that a month ago when this was 2 months ago when this was happening, I was like pretty heavy. I've lost like 80 pounds, but I was like a heavy guy. I was weighing at like 200. Now I'm at 120, and when I was 200, I had a lot of there. And so she cut it. It would probably be fine. It would probably be fine.
He's 120, folks, but he looks 240. It's a magic trick.
I am.
He pulls a rabbit out of a hat and looks twice as much as he actually weighs. His bones are helium
Where's the rabbit?
in that shitty hat of yours.
Man, I love this hat. I'm trying to brand myself.
You know what?
with
While
it.
we're
Did
on
you
the
have other
podcast-
questions about it?
Yeah, I have a few about the lesbian you slept with.
No, we never slept. She wouldn't sleep with me.
Oh, yeah, well, no one would. Is it because you didn't have a beard back then and you vaguely looked like a lesbian?
Well, no. I actually told her I have tits.
You
I
do.
said I do have tits.
You have some sweet tits.
Dude, I have like bigger tits than most fat men. Like they're tits.
If you see trash in the streets, please compliment his sweet tits.
Yeah, if you see me, compliment my sweet tits. Now, when I was younger, I was about 8 years old on a swim team, and this fucking dude, I swear to God, we're at a meet, right? We're at a meet, one of my first meets ever, and I'm wearing like a Speedo. I'm a fat kid, really self-conscious. This fucking kid, I forgot his name. Usually you don't forget those, but I forgot this, so he's in the clear. I was like, put him on blast on this podcast. And then you know what this podcast would be about? It would be about him for years.
Give him his full name. What's his full name?
I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna
Okay.
look it up, and we're gonna fucking put him on blast on our like 600th podcast. We have like Joe Rogan followers. We're like fucking ruin this guy like he's a Weinstein.
Jesus Christ.
All right, moving on. So when I was at a swim meet when I was like 8 years old, and I was just about to get in the water, and this kid goes, "Hey man, why aren't you wearing a bra?" What? He goes, "Yeah, you should like be wearing a bra like all the time. Like you have huge tits. Like you need to keep those up." I was like, "What?" And he's like, "You need to keep those like in. Like get a bra." And I was a kid. Like it was kind of like when like someone called me a gay when I was in 4th grade. I didn't know what it meant. I had to go home and ask my mom, and she told me the wrong thing. But like it was like the same thing
It
where I was
means
like,
you're happy. I'm gay, everybody.
That actually is accurate. That's what happened. But with this particular case, like another time where I was like, man, should I be wearing a bra for like 2 years after that? I was like 8, so like I didn't know.
You were 8. You were 8 and a guy told you should cover up them sweet titties.
And I didn't know that it was a joke or like a roast. Or something.
You had tits.
Dude, I didn't know roasting until I like met you.
You had tits before most girls your age.
Yeah. No, dude, no one else had tits back then. No one else had tits back then. 8 years old.
No.
I had fucking solid titties. I still have them to this day. And I think that this girl liked those.
You liked your supple breasts?
Dude.
Were girls in middle school jealous of your tits?
Dude, that one hurt me. It was so funny at the same time. I just couldn't respond.
Because it's accurate?
Yeah, that's really funny, man. Oh my God. Ouch. Ouch. No, but I do let girls suck on my titties. I like, well, okay, we don't have to get into this.
On this podcast, we talk about Trevor's titties.
My dick, my tits. It's just all about my dick and my tits.
How many different podcast interruptions are we going to do?
No more.
This new podcast idea.
We shouldn't do any more. I'm getting sick of them.
Okay.
I feel like everyone else is probably starting.
Yeah, people have left.
No
Our
one else was in
producer is
here.
gone.
Fuck, man.
Greg? Raul just straight up walked out.
Greg and Raw?
Yeah. No. Well, Greg's dead.
We might need to do a cut here.
We might need a hard cut. Greg!
Not Greg! Not Greg, no! No. Start shaking up. I love Greg. What?
Shit.
What? I'm done.
You're dead.
Yeah.
How? So, I guess I'll interview you, right? That's what you invited me here. You told me, Eric, I need you to interview me. So
No, I didn't want to.
No, you didn't. You
You
sent me a list of questions to ask you.
never did.
He emailed me a list of 48 questions.
I did. I emailed him 48 questions.
There's a lot of questions.
There's a lot of questions we haven't hit yet.
Yeah, no. So, Trevor, your band's the most successful band in the world.
Right now.
Now. The Beatles have never even touched your album sales.
No, don't be like that, man.
What's it like to be the most influential voice in rock and roll of all time? I want to point out, again, I did not write these questions.
Well, thanks for asking that question.
Yeah, 100%.
It seems like you're really paying attention to our career. And can I get you to ask the question again?
You want me to ask it again?
Just ask it for anyone who didn't hear it out there.
What's it like to be the most influential voice in rock and roll right now?
Solid. Really solid.
Moving on.
And you want to ask one more question? We can get into a few more things after this.
Okay.
I wanted to ask you a few questions too.
So Trevor.
Yeah.
Trash. I apologize. You're not just.
Did you read the questions
That-
I sent you?
You put it in parentheses, and I'm bad at reading stage direction. Trash.
Yep.
You're not just America's sex symbol. You're the sex symbol of the planet Earth as a representative moving on if we meet alien life. So, what's it like to know you're going to be the first astronaut to bang in Martian?
Honestly, it's solid. It's real solid.
Like right now, it's that way your hands are there?
Dude, it wouldn't even be showing if it weren't there. But no, it's real solid.
All right. That's all the time for the 48 questions because the rest of them was mostly, offensive language and racial slurs. So we're just going to move on. I guess you wanted to ask me questions. What are your questions?
I didn't prepare for this. I didn't expect you to be here today. I don't know why you're even here.
You sent me a handwritten invitation.
Is that why we did this?
It came into my house through a brick, but yeah, that's why I'm here.
Okay. No, I remember that. I remember that now. Okay, so, no, yeah. Thanks for coming. I do have a few questions for you.
Yeah, shoot.
Now, hold on. I'm going to put this microphone away for a second. I have a bad memory. Did we talk about your EMT experience in the last podcast or this one?
I think this one, bud.
Did it? Okay,
Yeah.
so I have, no further questions.
No further questions.
No further questions.
You already asked him.
I don't really... I care about you.
You invited me
I see you
here.
every day when I eat lasagna on your bed, and I don't... Yeah, there's not... Okay, I could ask you a few things for our fans.
You invited me
All right,
here,
so how
and
long
it's
you been
been
doing...
a mess.
Okay, all right, fuck it. How long you been doing stand-up, Eric?
Since I was
Let's ask you a few questions.
Since I was 18, Trevor.
All right, tell us a few of your jokes, Eric. What are you... Make us laugh. What's something funny that you said before? What's something funny?
that I've said about you specifically?
No, just joke, like a joke.
Why doesn't your mustache touch the rest of your beard? Do you shave a wedge into it, or is that just natural?
There's a lot of patches on my face, dude. But I try to work with what I got. Wait, you're asking me things.
Yeah. No, I'm more curious about you.
But I was asking you things.
Yeah, okay.
You switched that on me. Dude, you switched. That was like Jedi.
Yeah, my mom's a Jewish lawyer. I'm really good at this.
Yeah.
Yeah. So my mom's a Jewish lawyer.
Okay.
And my stepfather's a child psychologist.
Okay.
So as you can imagine, not only did I never win an argument growing up, I then had to talk to a man who's banging my mom about why I'm upset.
Okay, this is the perfect question. Now, how did that make you feel?
Mad. Wait, I'm sorry. Give me
Sure
the
it make
question
you feel
again.
solid?
Give me the question again.
And talking to the man who was fucking your mom, how did that make you feel?
Solid. Really solid.
Right on. Yeah. Yeah.
It was great.
That's really cool.
It was
actually.
the best.
I think it's cool that you could like remove yourself from the situation and just like think that that's really solid. To be getting sound advice from someone who's banging your mom.
Super solid.
That's sick.
You know, that's how I've lived my life. I only take advice from people my mother's chosen to sleep with. So it was
And that's
like,
why you always take advice from me.
yeah. Oh, is that
That was-
why?
that was like a minute too late. That
oh,
was like-
yeah. You're supposed to be quick with them, buddy.
I was thinking like that's kind of a cheap shot. Not like at your mom, just like a bad joke.
Yeah, I mean, you want to sleep with my mom, but I'd love to take yours out on a nice date. I'd like to take your mom to skee ball
Can we
and
hold
like
on, can we
stand
get
behind her and show her how to
Wait,
throw
we've
a ball
talked about
properly?
this with my mom before.
Yeah, we have.
My dad's approved. My father.
Your dad approved it.
dad
Your dad
literally-
approved me dating your mom.
This is really good. My dad literally approved for Eric to go out with my mom, to pick my mom up and go out with her on a date. This happened at a family dinner at my house before we moved out to LA. We started thinking, should we make this a show?
To clarify, I think it was like your sister's graduation party.
No, that was it?
Yeah, it was your sister's graduation party, and it was like his whole family, his sister's
Yeah,
friends.
it was my whole
and
family
then
there.
me.
Yeah.
I don't know why I was there, but like I was invited.
Well, and the weirdest thing was like my dad had asked you.
Yeah.
He was like, Eric.
Do you want to come? And then he gave me approval to date your
Yeah,
mom.
yeah.
Was that your dad's plan the whole time?
Dude, I don't know. But we're not going to call my dad a cuck on my own podcast. Okay?
I mean, we're not going to say it, but we will imply it heavily.
I think we already have. Wait, hold on. I can't do this.
Is he a cuck? Who's to say? But I'm dating his mom.
Who's to say? But we love Monster. And Monster's never been a cuck. Is that a good ad?
Yeah, it's a great ad.
Is that good?
Monster. It's not a cuck.
Monster. Don't be a cuck.
Monster. We'll kink shame you if you want to see someone.
We're
else
sitting in the
bang
corner of the
your
room and
wife.
watch me drink this shit. Get your own. Don't be a cuck. Get a Monster.
That's actually
That's
a good
pretty
ad.
good.
That turned into a good ad at the end. This podcast's a mess, and if nothing else comes out of it, you have a good ad.
And a few podcast ideas that aren't bad.
They're all bad.
They were pretty bad.
Yeah.
All right, I like the one where you're talking about Ace Ventura for a
It's
couple
not
years.
Ace Ventura. It's all Jim Carrey movies.
And I'm playing, writing songs.
Yeah, you're just writing music.
at the same time.
I'd like to believe your music will slowly be influenced by Jim Carrey over time.
I'd like to believe that he'll be influenced by my music.
Oh, no, I don't want him to die. Like your music
All right,
career
before we
is.
get too far away from the topic, I want to go back to the Eric Fischer dates your mom.
Oh,
thing.
okay.
And we have
Yeah,
talked
the
about like
show?
a few. Yeah, we've talked about like a few show ideas. Now there's some that like we obviously can't give out. They're like niche ideas. We can't talk about yet. But now this Eric Fischer dates your mom. There's only one. Well, there's a few Eric Fischers if you go on Facebook, I bet. But like we have this one, and he's a beautiful one. And this one,
great.
he's so beautiful. My mom's attracted to him.
Yeah, apparently.
I think my dad's attracted to him.
Definitely.
And so we have this man, and we're gonna make a show called Erik Fischer Dates Your Mom. Who would watch that out there?
Who would let me date your mom is a better question. I don't care if you watch the show.
Whose
I'm just
dad
lonely.
would let Eric bring your mom out on a date
Whoa, to clarify,
and then kind of stick around?
it does not matter to me if she's married, but it's easier if she's single.
Yeah, man, but you're charming. I think most.
That's true.
I think most husbands would.
I'm so charming.
You are. You're really charming.
I mean, I was more charming when we did that weight loss competition, and I
We
was
got
thinner.
really charming.
Dude, I lost 40 pounds. I gained 43 immediately following.
Oh wait, I did a similar thing
In
I was
like
at
a month. It
I
all
was at
came back in a
222,
month.
and I never weighed in.
No, you never weighed in.
Never weighed in.
You never weighed in. I won because you never weighed in. You probably lost more weight than
I
me.
definitely lost more weight than you.
Yeah, you
Definitely did.
I'm pretty sure you
I
did.
hit like 178. So what's that? 222.
You were not 178. You were 500 pounds.
You.
You're
I went
still
from
the
220
fattest man in show business.
I just guess I am, Eric. I just guess Mr. Flat Chest, Mr. 120 pound trash
you don't have
is the fattest man.
Even
in
when
show
you lost
business.
all the weight, you still had sweet tits.
That's what I'm gonna say. That's why I gained it back. Cause like this dude, I swear to God, I couldn't get rid of the tits. People were like, try bench pressing, do push-ups. I tried. I did it.
They just got sweeter.
Dude, I cannot get rid of the
So
tits.
sweet.
And like I would love to lose weight again. I felt so healthy. I was like going, I could breathe.
Dude, I was eating a salad a day.
Really?
Yeah.
I was just not eating.
It was like
All day.
I'd eat a salad for breakfast, and then lunch I'd have like something with no carbs.
Were you doing intermittent fasting back then? when we did
Yeah,
that?
100%.
How many hours would you eat for?
13 hours no eating. So whatever the
11 on?
yeah, but I wouldn't eat the whole 11.
No, I mean I was doing 8, which is probably why I lost more weight.
Well, you don't prove that. He never weighed in, kids. So
I never weighed in on Instagram.
So because he lost, I got to waterboard him, which I think's a war crime.
We
So-
did it. We filmed
Yeah,
it.
we filmed it.
didn't put it up
I
because it's a war
waterboarded him.
crime.
He
Yeah.
kind of liked it, which explains that "please cut my chest open" thing.
Dude, I did.
Yeah, you
I
did.
remember like right after I
You
right after
vaguely
I-
liked being waterboarded. A thing we
Keep your lips
use.
in your mouth a little bit. You keep peeking, I think.
A thing we use to torture people into giving us information, even if they don't know it. Actually,
I loved it.
Actually, a war crime, and you were into it.
Dude, it was fun.
Waterboard me, daddy.
It was fun.
Listen, if you're not into waterboarding, you're not the right girl for trash.
If you won't waterboard me, if you won't cut me open, we can't be doing this.
Shoot me in the face, or I can't finish the Trevor side story.
Monster.
Oh my!
Anytime I feel awkward, I'm just gonna plug our
Waterboard me.
plug
with
our
Monster.
wannabe sponsor. Yeah. Dude, then
Monster. If you give us enough Monster to waterboard them, you can be our sponsor.
dude, yeah, 100%.
we don't want money. We just want free monsters.
No, and I want to be waterboarded, so this will work.
Yeah, it'll work out. It's great.
Oh, all right. Well, we're about to wrap up here at the Totally Cashed Radio Hour podcast. But wait, hold on. No, wait, cut that out.
Cut that
No,
out.
we'll do in post.
We'll cut around it.
In post, because no, I just
Are
put
we
it,
gonna cut around this whole podcast? It's been a mess.
yeah, no, straightforward.
It's like God
I think-
spilled the podcast.
Well, it's fine, man. 'Cause we're just finding our niche, and whether it's gonna
Yeah.
be Jim Carrey, my tits, whatever we're gonna be talking
Tits. That's the podcast.
about. Jim Carrey and tits.
Specifically, Trevor Sweet Tits, and why
Well,
the
we'll talk
number
about a few more
23
tits, too.
ruined me psychologically. I saw the number everywhere.
So, but before we close up, we always close this podcast with a roast.
Yeah, it's our first one, but we
We
always close.
always close it with a roast.
We always close it with a roast.
And I don't know, we can do that right now. I do want to say that if you do want to see Eric Fisher dates your mom, write a comment, send in a message. If you do want to see
Give
the
me your mom's
waterboarding
phone
video,
number. I'll make it
write a
happen.
comment, send in a message. These are all things that we have at our disposal. We would like to start doing the show. I like being waterboarded. These are all things we can continue doing.
Send this to Monster.
Definitely, actually.
Fuck it. Send it to Red Bull. It's funnier that way. Let's get a bidding war for a
Look how
podcast
good
no
we
one's
are
watching.
at advertising your enemy. What is it? Opponent? What is it called? What's it called? when
Nemesis.
businesses- No, nemesis. Not competitor.
No.
You got your nemesis, and we're gonna sponsor the shit out of him if
Listen,
unless you give us a sponsorship.
Send this to Bang. Bang Energy. With flavors like
Rip it.
purple guava and gun.
I wonder how often you're peeking in this pod. You're the
Probably
I
a
forgot
lot.
how
I'm a
loud you
loud
were.
guy, yeah.
I hadn't seen you in so long. It was really nice to catch up with each other. Let's roast.
Now we're going to be mean to each other?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, I'll let you start. I'm a nice guy. You can go first.
Uh-oh. Okay. Hey, Eric. Why is your calf as big as a calf? You cow.
Do you wear a hair tie on your wrist so you can tie your hair up in a ponytail when you're blowing dudes?
No, I just wear it to I like kind of being cute sometimes. And I look over it, I'm like, oh, it's cute. My pink cat. Cute. Cool.
Oh,
Move on.
that's
That's
cute
like,
to you?
yeah.
Okay.
I'm in touch
Alright.
with my feminine side.
It's your turn, buddy. Throw a little shade my
Oh,
way.
I forgot we're roasting. Okay.
Yeah. Don't tell me about your life. I don't care.
What's with your hair, man? There's like a big poof and then like it seems like there's a big empty spot in the middle. It's like a volcano.
Yeah, there's a big empty spot in the middle. Is that what you're saying? It's weird because your big empty spot's all right in the front like this, and that's why you wear the hat.
I don't have a big empty spot.
Do you have long hair to comb it over like a bunch? Is that your goal?
It helps. It helps.
I could just be another fat, bald guy, but you look terrible.
Are you stupid? That was a good roast.
This is about to feel like a mercy killing. You are not good at this. Has anyone told you that?
Okay, no, here's the deal. No, we were roasting. Keep going.
We're roasting?
No more stories.
Roasting?
Yeah, keep going. Bring it.
This man has world's greatest rock star tattooed on his arm, and he claims it's a birthmark. The actual birthmark said world's greatest cock star, and I can tell you it's been true so far.
I'm Erik Fischer. That was my roast.
That was your roast?
I thought it was a pretty good roast.
The only time I've ever seen you actually touch your dick is when looking at that poster of Dan Marino.
No, I can barely help myself right now. Like this whole fucking 45-hour long. Either way, we're moving on. I'm gonna roast you again one more time. I'm doing pretty good at this. Hey, why are you so fat like a cow? You fucking cow.
I look like a cow, and you look like a melting ice cream sandwich. The black isn't helping you.
Oh my god.
You know what you are? You're the human equivalent of going to the ice cream man and asking for the picture of like Donatello, and it's all fucked up. Like the eyes are off on like the side of the cone, and the bandana's melted. It's all just this same color of green. You're the human equivalent of that.
Oh my god. Oh my god. That was fucking set, man. Oh my god. You want a few more at me? I mean, I got nothing.
Yeah.
I'm dry.
I know, buddy. But you finally broke that dry spell with a lesbian.
Yeah.
The only people willing to fuck you are people who aren't attracted to men. What does that tell you?
It tells me that I'm definitely getting my stomach sliced open a few times. I don't think anyone's really gonna like.
Did you take those glasses off Buddy Holly's body to try to seem successful?
Yeah, no. One more?
No.
You want to do one more?
I can do this all day.
I could do it all day. It's just we're kind of out of time, and I thought we were done with this segment a few minutes ago.
No, I can be mean to you
going.
literally forever.
I know, and that's why we're such good friends.
Yeah, good friends. That's what we are.
I want to say, like, after the first like couple podcasts, I think I'm gonna be pretty decent in this little roast section. We always do roast at the end of the podcast. I'm a little dry today.
Yeah, we always do roast at the end of our first podcast.
We always do it at the end of our first podcast.
Every first podcast, we do a roast. It's seeing as how we have 200 different ideas. It's always going to end in a roast.
We're going to have a lot of roasts. So, yeah.
No, we don't have a name for this.
No, it's called the podcast.
Stop just opening your mouth doing peas and carrots, man.
I'm
we
not.
need a name.
I literally just said the... Did you not hear it? It's the podcast.
Dude, this is going to look like those old shitty Kung Fu movies. You're moving your mouth way too fast.
Only for like 2 seconds. Okay.
Only for like 2 seconds. No one's watching this. It's fine.
Podcast.
My dragon style.
This is let's do a few right now. Let's do a few.
Okay.
All right. This is called the. You have to do the. Oh.
I was gonna let you keep going. I was just gonna see how long you did it before you turned to talk to me.
All right. Let's do it again. No, dude. This is called the.
My clit looks like a thumb. Podcast.
Podcast. Podcast. That one.
Podcast.
That was an oversight.
Go again. I got it.
All right. No, dude. This one's called the
I jerk off to Dan Marino.
podcast.
Yeah, it's great.
Let's do a few more. I like this.
We're doing this all day? Okay.
Yeah.
Let's do a few more.
I
Okay.
want to do a few more. All right, hold on. No, dude. This one's called the
I'm trying to reinvent my music to country because I failed in punk.
podcast. I will do one more.
Okay,
to bring
one
it
more.
up. One more to bring it up. Make this one
One more
huge.
to bring it home. One more to bring it home. Okay.
All right. No, dude. This podcast has a name. It's called the
Erik Fischer's dressed as Batman while he banged my mom in front of my dad.
podcast.
Yeah, that's the name. It's a great name for a podcast.
All right, now it's no longer implied that my dad's a cuck. I think it's pretty much out in the open. That was a real fun podcast with my friend Erik Fischer, co-host, sometimes guest, sometimes co-host, sometimes just an everyday man.
Just the host.
And we're just doing it out here in LA. For all our fans in Chicago, we'll be back this summer. We're going to keep doing this. We're going to go hang out with some people, some cool things. We've been networking, and we're going to get out of here. On our next podcast, we'll be talking about a few more things. You guys all have a great day.
And don't forget to buy Kroger brand antacid.
That was really good. No, high five. Well, maybe we could do a star comes out.
Do you want to freeze frame this high five?
Yeah,
Let's freeze frame. This is the bad part about having two comedians. All we're going to do is bits. All right, here we go. Freeze frame high five.
And then the star comes.
His hand is so moist.
Yours is so warm. Yeah. We're done.
My hand's hot. Your hand's wet.
I can't even stand up, dude. I have no balance. Okay. We're done. Thank you, guys. Nice podcast.